are you all? Hope all of you are doing good. I welcome you for the computer science today's session. Dear students, we were dealing unit A, that is fundamentals computers. In that, the chapter 1, overview of computers. In the last 4 session, we have already discussed how computer performs, what are the different functional components of the computers, evaluation of computers, and also we have seen the generation of the computers. Today's session, I'm going to discuss with you the classification of computers as well as application of computers. Just giving an idea for you people how computers will be classified. Just I'm going for the directly to the classification of computer. The classification of the electronic computer based either principle of operation or their configuration, because can be classified into different ways. We have to take any one parameter to classification. So how exactly the computers will be classified? That is, this is the way, my dear students. The first classification they are doing based on the construction and working. Based on the construction and working. So this can be classified into 3 ways. That is, one is analog, digital, and then hybrid. Detailed I am going to discuss with you a little later. The second way of classification is based on the usage. How computer will be used based on that. So mainly they have classified into 2 groups. One is special purpose and one more is general purpose. See, you might be knowing that your computer at home is there. That is general purpose. Maybe you have seen in the ATM center computer is there. That is a special purpose. For the specific usage will be taken. Or there are some computers are there which will be used for that purpose only. And there are some other computers which will be used any purpose, playing purpose or editing purpose or coding purpose. These are those things based on the usage they can computer can be classified. The third way is number of microprocessors used in that. So that is there are 2 groups are there. One is sequential, one more is parallel. The processor, how it will be used in the computer. One is 1 by 1 processor will be used, or one more parallelly, both or more than one processor are performing at a time. So this is one idea. And the third way of classification is the number of users. So that may be in a single multi-network. So the computer can be used by only one user or more than one user. The next one is the area of application. So here we can classify it into 2 ways. One is business purpose, one is for research purpose or scientific purpose, what we call. And the next one is the word length you are using in the computer. What is the length of the word? That may be a 8-bit, that may be a 16-bit, maybe more than 32-bit computer comes. And the next one is their size and capability. So here we can classify it into micro, mini, mainframe, and super. This is also I am going to discuss with you people in little detail. So mainly I am going to discuss with you two things, that is based on the construction and working, and also based on the size and capability I'll discuss with you. So just going forward, that is based on the principle of data handling can be classified into three ways, as I told with you. That is, the first one is the analog, the second one is the digital, third one is the hybrid. What is analog when it comes question in your mind? Analog computer is a computing device that works on continuous range of values with the minimum or a maximum value. At a given point of time, any value can be attained which is depend on the previous value. So it is continuously it is coming. Okay. And the second tells about digital. So this is operate information numerical, otherwise it is represented in the digital form. That is the reason it called digital uh, group. And the third one is the hybrid. The combination of both analog as well as digital, it's called hybrid. So let me explain you. The first one is the analog. As I told with you people, the analog computer works upon the continuous data. At any time, the value will be represented or retained based on the previous value I said. So it continuously supplies the data to the computer, and it operates by measuring. So here the operation will be the measuring part rather than counting. Here the counting part will not be done, the measuring part will be done. And calculation takes place here in parallel. So that is the reason analog computers are very fast. The modern analog computers normally works or employs electrical parameter to represent the quantities being manipulated. Okay, so it will not be based on works or the voltages, resistance or currents will be used to manipulate those the continuous data. And as I told with you, the continuous are carried out with the physical quantities. That may be, as I just now I said, voltage, the length, current, temperature. This is the. So just to give you an idea for you people, I'll just show you that this is the diagram where according to the time, the amplitude, the voltage, it is changed. Okay, there's a two ways are there. One is a little bit this color is there, the line is there. This is used in the 16-bit resolution, and this is step is where you can make out. No, this is called a 3-bit resolution. Here, this is a continuous data, so this value will be generated based on the previous value. So this type of computers are belongs to analog category. Going forward, so the next one is the digital. Now digital computers works upon discontinuous data. It is not like analog. The analog works on continuous, right? Now this is works on the discontinuous data, one by one. The continuous data will not be there. Now this is operates digital data such as number. Mainly here it will be used the binary form. It represented in computer, the data will be represented in binary form. Zeros and ones will be used. Okay, 0 means low voltage, 1 means high voltage. Okay, so either on or off. Okay. So that's only 2 digit will be there. and they convert the data into digits, and all operation carried out on these digits are at extremely fast rates. So that's the reason it becomes very famous. Whereas analog computer normally generates approximate results, and digital computers generates accurate results. This proper results. So that's the reason compared to analog, your digital computers are become more famous and more accurate. And these computers mainly used for business purpose and scientific applications. That is many fields here today, research work, in the weather forecasting, in the education field, in the hospitals, all the places these computers are used. So just to give an idea for you people how it appears. So this works on the based on the clock signal. So clock signal is here is there. This is 0 and this is 1. This is high voltage, which is I'm just highlighting, and this is low voltage where I'm highlighting. So this is the data it is inputted. Now where this is data is given, here low voltage is there, here high voltage is there. So this how long it will be there based on that. Okay. So now this is each when it goes from 1 to 0. That is called as a transition. Yeah. So much about these all those things you may be learn in the engineering colleges in case if you are doing masters or a bachelor degree in computer science. The next one is there, that's a hybrid. As I told with you, hybrid computers are combination of both analog and digital computers. And in the hybrid, the measuring features will be done by the analog part and the counting part will be done by the digital part. So it accepts both analog and digital data for the processing purpose. Okay. So analog data will be used for measuring and digital data will be used for counting. As I told with you, same it is there on the slide. Okay. And for computational purpose, these computers use analog components. For storage, digital memories are used. For our storing purpose. And this type of computer is mainly used in the, especially in the hospital. And this is, you have seen, this is ECG. Right? For ECG to take, you need continuous data, you need a discontinuous data also. So both will be taken. So both will be done. That is, ECG devices are normally the combination of analog and digital computers. Yes, students, let me go to the next one. That is, what are the difference between analog and digital? The first difference is, as you know very well now, that is operates on continuous data in the case of analog, and digital it operates on discrete values or discontinuous data. The second one, analog produces approximate results, whereas digital computers produce accurate results. And the third point I can say, processing is slow in case of analog and processing is fast compared to analog. They have limited usage, the analog, and whereas digital, they are versatile because everywhere they are using. Now normal, a small kid also using digital computers. The next one is there, In the analog computer, small memory and less reliable, whereas in digital, they have large memory and more reliable. So these are the difference between analog computers as well as digital. Continuing in the classification, that is as I told with you, the next part I'll discuss based on the configuration, how we can classify the computers. That is in 4 ways: the microcomputers, mini computers, mainframe computers, and supercomputers. Then what is microcomputers? Microcomputers, in another name I can tell you, is a PC, personal computers. So which we are using, you and me using the computers are microcomputers. They belongs to microcomputers. Your laptop, your PAM-top, your tablet, smartphones, these all computers are called microcomputers. The number of processors used in these computers, 1 or 2. The microprocessor what will be used in these type of computers, no? 1 or 2. And it contains input devices, output devices, storage devices, and the processor. For inputting purpose, you may use keyboard, mouse, and for the output purpose, you can use hard copy and the soft copy on the monitor. Storing purpose, you can using hard disk, external hard disk, and processor. Different types of processor are there. Intel make, AMD make, etc. So these type of computers will be used one person at a time. One person can be used at a time. Examples, you are very good, you know that very well. Desktop, I can call it as a personal computer also, which is Macintosh. Also, I can call it as Mac systems. Laptops, notebooks, tablets, PAM-tops, smartphones. These are the different devices are classified or put under microcomputers. So let me show you the different types. This is the picture for you people. This is normally I can call it as a desktop, which is having a system unit. This contains your processor, motherboard, and other hardware components, which is connected to the input device, that is mouse, keyboard, and also connected to this monitor as well as printer and everything, right? So this type of systems are called desktop, which is placed on the desk. And this is another way I can call it. Yeah. Now these are called your notebook laptops. Notebook and laptops are almost same. So the more flexibles are there, that is called notebook. Now older this one is the laptops. So laptop name is mainly we can keep on the lap and we can work with the computers. That's the reason it is a name given there, laptops. Next one is there, this is called your tablet or PAM-tops. Okay, which you can work with the palm itself. And these are the different smart devices, your smartphone and other. You might be seen. Some of them are owned it. Some of them you are having at home. So this kind of devices belongs to smart devices. Going for the next one, that is mini computers. So what is mini computers? Mini computers are larger and more powerful than PC, personal computer or a microcomputer. So this will be execute 5 million instruction per second in a second. Just imagine 5 million instruction will be get executed. That means this type of computers will have one or two microprocessor. Similarly, how your microcomputer got how many processor in similar way, but these are much faster than microcomputer, and that is the reason it handles many users at a time. Okay, serve up to 4,000 connected users. So this one mini computer can be handled 4,000 users. So normally in the industry, this type of computer will be there. So all the users are connected to that. So how exactly they'll use? Okay, so the users will access via PC or a terminal. So my PC, if I have connected to through LAN cable or a network cable, so then I can work with that mini computer. Terminal is a device with the monitor and keyboard, has no processing power and cannot work with as a standalone computer. Terminal means normally what happens, only monitor will be there. Directly wire is connected to the mini computer. Okay, and we have input devices, that is keyboard and mouse. Only these things will be there, nothing else. Okay, terminal means I used a terminal point. Yeah, so especially this type of will be there in IT industry because they don't give their own computers. Everything will be performed with the straight away with the mini computer. And this type of computers, examples for you people, I can give you in a digital alpha, VAX 800 and AS400. These are example for mini computers. Let me show you these are the two figures. This is a mainframe, this is a mainframe, and this is terminal. This is a terminal where, so this is connected to this. Here only monitor, mouse and keyboard is there. So directly it is the processing part and the data storage part, everything will be done in the mini computer itself. Only accessing and viewing here. Yes, students. Going forward, that is next one is their mainframe. So what is mainframe? Mainframes are much faster than my mini computers, and this was introduced in 1980, and these are very fastest, and main intention was there to store more data, and it is a very large computer in size. Okay, and it is more powerful than mini computers and consists of multiple processors. Not one processor will not be there, or two processors, it will have many processors. For each work, it will be, there will be a specific processor for that itself. So it will execute, 1,000 times faster than, or more than that, faster than your mini computers. It is designed to perform multiple tasks for multiple users at the same time. Different ways. Okay. At the same time, the different users, different work can handle. And the user can access mainframe through PC. So that is again I told with you LAN connection. Through LAN connection, they can access the data. Yeah. So this can execute 16 million instructions per second. MIPS, million instruction per second, whereas mini computers 5 million. And this is 16 million. So just imagine how fast is this. So to execute for us any one instruction, okay, lift your hand if I say instruction. So at 1 second only one instruction will do. Correct, no? The computer, this computer. Yeah. So example for you people for mainframe, CDC 6600, NEC 610, DEC 10. These are the example for mainframes. Now in these days, almost all the IT industries they are having mainframes. So just I'll show you the IBM which one they use. This is a mainframe which is used in the IBM company. This used in IBM. Okay. Yes, dear students, going forward. The next one is the supercomputers. Right? Supercomputers you might be heard. Supercomputer is there. How many supercomputers are there in India? This is a question I'm just giving you for homework purpose for you. Just try to find out how many supercomputers are there in India. Okay, but let me give you a little idea about supercomputers. Super word itself gives an idea. The super word itself gives an idea which used for highly for the usage purpose or research purpose for all those things, right? And this was introduced in 1975. Okay, supercomputer is the biggest in size and the most expensive in price than any other computer. So it's a heavy investment it is required. You and me cannot be afford a supercomputer. This type of computers will be used for scientific research work, weather forecasting, your NASA, these places and everything they are using. Yeah. So supercomputer is the most sophisticated, complex and advanced computer. Yeah. It can process trillions of instructions in 1 second. My God, see, trillion instructions in 1 second. That means more than 3 billion people put together, and what they perform, that work will be performed by the supercomputer. And that's the reason it is expensive. Yeah. Supercomputers are designed for ultra high performance tasks such as weather analysis, encryption cracking, and the creation of animation, etc. Okay, example for you people, I'm just giving you, here, IBM Roadrunner, IBM Blue Jay, Parama Padma, this is Indian make. Okay, so just giving in this one. This is UA, now it is there in India. Okay, UA2, Parama UA2. And this is IBM one, which is a supercomputer. This is again Parama Shakti in India, which is installed. So these are the supercomputers. I've showed small pictures for you people. It's a very big in size. Almost it will take I think 2-3 rooms to install this kind of computers. Yes. So students, these are about the different classification of the computers. Now the last part is that let me give you that idea. What are the different applications of computers? Now application word comes that time, it gives an idea for us where these computers will be used, for what purpose these computers will be used. So that is what application means, where it is implemented. So that's it. So I'm just giving points wise for you people so that you will get an idea. So computers are used in school and colleges. Of course, today every school and every colleges are implemented the education softwares. That means, of course, schools and colleges are using computers. Bank. Core banking you heard. So one bank is linked with another bank. How it is possible? Computers. Office. So work has to be get executed faster. Because today, if you are doing paperwork and if you take 3 4 days, none of them have got patience to wait for a long period. So officials installed computers. Stock control in business firms. Today, their trading part and everything they are doing in the computer. Stock exchange also they do. For research and development purpose, computers will be used. Entertainment and news purpose, computers are using. Government office are implemented computers. Satellite communication. I think this is a picture. This gives an idea for people. Satellite communication purpose and the publishing purpose, traveling purpose. You have seen like Google Map today. Now everybody is dependent upon GPS. Hey, wanted like hey, just to share your location, people say, or through WhatsApp you'll share the location. Looking at that path, they'll reach to you. So this is all possible. Computer aided manufacturing, CAD. So all your today your building designs and everything they'll do in the computer blueprint part. Correct? Yeah. And hospital they are using in the hospital for scanning purpose, for other purpose. So this is what my dear friends, where computers are applied, and these are the different applications I'm presenting in front of you. So with this, my dear students, I'll conclude this chapter. That is end of chapter 1, overview of computers. So what we have learned in this chapter, so just about how computer works, what is computer, how it performs, and then we have seen the functional components of the computer. Then we have seen evolution of computer. Then we have seen generation of the computers. Now today we have seen classification, not all, but two types we have seen. And at the same time, last, before concluding, we have seen the application. Thank you very much for listening to me. May God bless you.